Espadas 21 out of 59 punches, 36%. Bones Adams only 9 out of 53. Espadas has thrown a little more, landed a little more in the last 2 rounds. Harold, how do you have it through 3?
Okay, Jim, I got a 2-1, 29-28, Goody Espadas. First round, I get to Clarence Bones Adams. I thought he banged the body pretty well, you know, in a rather slow round. But in rounds 2 and 3, Goody Espadas just started to walk him down, land the left jab, and then come over the top with that right hand. Jim, as far as that swelling under Bones Adams' left eye, they did butt heads in the first round. It may have been from an accidental headbutt.
I have it 2 rounds for Espadas and 1 even.
Espadas turning his jab into a hook there to make it land against Bones Adams' cheek, then digs the left hand to the belly. Adams trying to counter, but really only getting off 1 punch at a time. Emmanuel?
Yeah, you know, Bones is not punching hardly at all to the head. And most of his attack has been concentrated on body punching. Very seldom is he punching to the head.
And if Espadas is able to stay at this range for most of the fight, what could Adams do?
If Espada can stay at this stage and land those occasional long right hands, he'll win the fight. Probably may not be an exciting fight, but at this stage right now, he's going to have to pick up his pace a lot more. He's still waiting too much. And that's the way Bones likes to fight. Bones like to fight in spots and rest.
Does Adams have enough power to break Espadas down to the body with the limited opportunities he's getting?
I don't think so.
So he's just going to have to get in and get closer and throw more.
He's going to have to be busier, but Bones likes to lay back and fight in spots. And, you know, this guy is not a Paulie Ayala, so he can do that for the most part.
Good body shots from Adams. Right and a left to the body. Maybe his best combination since the first round. Bones kind of backhanding those jabs.
Emmanuel, do you think that Adams is trying to set something up, or is he just looking for anything that might open for him?
Larry, I think that your last thing you said is what it is. He's basically laying back. Maybe I can get a good opening, but if not, the fight is going at a pace that he's very comfortable with. He feels he's winning it without taking any chances. And he's just playing it safe.
Hey, boxing fans, mark your calendars for these upcoming fights. Next Saturday night, November 22, don't miss a rematch of one of the great fights of this or any other year. Mickey Ward against Arturo Gatti. It was so good May 18, they decided to do it again. Then on December 7, 2 big feature bouts. Floyd Mayweather and Jose Luis Castillo lock up in a rematch of their extremely close fight last April. Mayweather won that one, but now gives Castillo an opportunity to regain the lightweight championship. Also that night, Vladimir Klitschko takes on Jamil McCline in a matchup between 2 of the biggest and best prospects in the heavyweight division. 6'6", 245 against 6'6", 260. Don't miss it. And December 14, the ageless Evander Holyfield takes on Chris Bird for a vacant heavyweight belt. With a win, Holyfield takes another step in his quest to once again become the recognized heavyweight champion of the world. Good luck. Who do you like in Holyfield, Bird, Emmanuel?
Oh, it's pretty tough to figure. You know, Bird is so relaxed, so comfortable, and, you know, but he fights in spots. I don't know if Evander has the legs to set the tempo that's going to be necessary to make Bird fight faster than he likes to. Bird likes to take his time. But if Evander comes out and get into the mind game plan type of a fight, Bird will win the fight. But if Evander sets a fast tempo and stays at that tempo, Evander should win the fight.
Did the revival that Evander showed against Hasim Rahman earlier this year mean that he's going to come out and fight another great effort against Bird?
If he does, I think he could win the fight.
Did Lennox Lewis pass up fighting Chris Bird and allow the IBF title belt to drop because he thought Bird's style was dangerous for him or too boring?
Too boring. I don't think he ever had any respect for Chris Bird. Well, first of all, Chris is not a puncher. And then physically being small, Lennox would have probably stopped him much like I think one of the Klitschko brothers stopped him. Just physically too big.
Vladimir actually, Byrd made it to the finish line in the fight, but barely. He was badly beaten up in that battle against Vladimir Klitschko. It was, of course, Ike Beabuchi who detonated Byrd. We'll see what Holyfield can do. Now we're nearly midway through round 5 of Schedule 12 of Clarence Bones Adams in the blue trunks against Guti Espadas in the purple. And Espadas has had the better of it so far by landing his long right cross from range against Adams.
This is a kind of boxing clinic as far as action and drama is concerned. They need to fumigate this place.
I was waiting on you to say something like that.
Well, let's just say it's not the kind of preliminary which is likely to overshadow the main event. But now they begin to trade a little leather, at least more frequently than before.
You know, but what Adams seems to have successfully done is lulled his opponent down to his level of activity. And so he could be squeaking out some of these rounds.
And that's what he wants to do, is a coast to victory.
Adams landed a short, straight left hand. He's had a pretty decent round of it here in the 5th against Espadas. Espadas has not landed one of those big right hands, which typified the earlier rounds.
But he hasn't even thrown him.
And there's a good short left hook inside by Bones Adams, right on the chest of Espadas.
Bones is coasting his way to victory. Espadas trying to wait for the perfect situation, a perfect position.
There's another good left hook by Bones Adams. 3 ripping left hooks in the last minute of the round established Adams physically in the fight for the first time.
Yes. Man. These rounds are too close to call. Now listen to me. I'm telling you what I'm looking at now. Come on, man. Come on. Yo. Come on, man. You got to pick it up. Look, you got to go to him, man. Let's start whooping his ass, man. You hear me? You got to start sliding to him, man, and cutting to him and bringing the shot upstairs. Don't shut off down the bottom. Bring the hook upstairs. Don't raise up, man. Do not raise up. You're going to get hit with them shots you get hit with.
You're doing fine. Hit him in the inside, the uppercut. You got to throw those punches. He's open. He's wide open. So just go for it. Yes, you're doing fine.
The end of the round, they started to get into it a little bit for the first time. But it seems that both of them are aware of the time and that the bell would ring. Trying to steal a round with 5 seconds of action.
But Espadas is really making a big mistake. He hasn't thrown any left hooks all at all, Bones. In particular, in view of the fact that Bones is bending over to his right, which means he's perfect position for Espada to start throwing left hooks. But he doesn't throw any hooks. In fact, he isn't throwing many punches at all.
They've both been throwing fewer than 50 punches per round. The featherweight average is 57 per round. Coming into the last round, Espadas was throwing 49 per, Adams 44 per. Underlining Larry's point that Adams seems to have lulled Espadas into fighting at his own slow pace. In the 5th round, Adams landed twice as many power punches, 12-6, and you saw the 3 left hooks in the last minute of the round, which were probably the deciding punches in that particular frame. And let me correct myself. Emanuel Stewart has looked at the tape, and he's right. Vladimir Klitschko did get a knockout victory over Chris Byrd. He had to labor into the late rounds to do it. What's that, Ray?
No, it wasn't. It was not a stoppage. He had Byrd down, I believe, twice. Bird's corner wanted to stop it, but Byrd gutted it out and finished the fight.
So I was right the first time.
But it was a one-sided fight.
Right. Okay. We got that cleared up.
You know, although he's tall, Espadas does not use his height to any advantage. He's a hooking fighter. So why is he waiting outside? Let him just go to Adams and get him. Because being outside is of no use to him if he doesn't use his jab.
No, he doesn't box that much neither. In fact, Bones is fighting the fight that he wants to fight.
Hands free. Let him go.
So if Adams is able to take this round, then by midway through, 6 out of 12, we'll have something like an even fight. And at this point, physically, Adams looks like the sturdier of the two.
He's definitely much stronger and much sturdier. I wish I could say busier, because neither one of the guys are busy enough. The beginning of each round, the corners urge them. They have to pick it up. They come out, they start off good, and after that, they kind of fade away. Then they may explode at the end trying to win the round again. But in between, it's a very boring fight.
Well, you said it on camera before the fight that if both fighters were able to do what they had said they wanted to do, it could be a lousy fight. And that's exactly what's happened so far.
They're fighting as if they don't want to lose, not that they want to win.
Hands free, hands free.
Another good left hook for Bones Adams as Guti Espadas lifted his head straight up. Now they trade punches at close range. Espadas gets